Two decorators and a microphone.
The UK's first painting and decorating.
Two decorators and a microphone.
The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Hi guys, I don't know what Dad's doing. I was bored waiting. F1 starts in a minute, mate. We gotta get on. Unless you want to put it on the projector and we'll watch it with the volume off. You're muted, so you can move the mic how you like. As long as you don't bash into my stand at all. You'll be fine. Oh, we're printing as well. There's a bit of foley there for you. The old. I'll tell you what, actually. I hate printers. I don't know about you. I despise printers. You're not unmuted yet. They're just. I don't understand how something's so simple. Which one are you again? You're number 2. Don't touch my desk. Do not touch my desk. What? Turn it down. You said turn it up. Okay, is that better? You good? You good? Good? No, you can't hear yourself because I had you on mute. There you go. Why can't they just make printers that work and print stuff? So what we found is, when do you reckon that you got that printer?
God,
It's a Samsung ML1210.
probably older than you, or as old as you.
Yeah, laser printer. It's brilliant. Just prints stuff prints. You know, it's as simple as that.
That's what it's meant
It's
to be.
easy as that.
So yeah.
Yeah, it took us a little while to get it back up and running, didn't it? But useful bit of kit for the office.
It is just black and white printing. It's
Yeah,
ideal.
but what do we ever print this in colour? Oh god, who's that? That's not. Oh, I can't see any names down the bottom. This Dad. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Peep Show. But in Peep Show, the main character Mark wants to write a book, and he gets caught out by a scammer publisher.
What's he called?
And they call themselves British London. And Dad sometimes hands me these bits of paper, and that definitely looks like it's come from British London. Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but some you're getting yourself involved in.
I've got to get myself comfy now.
Yeah, go on, settle in.
Have we? We're not playing the good, the bad, and the ugly, because every time we upload it to YouTube, we get a copyright strike. So let's not do that. Just a bit of admin there. We won't be doing that this week.
Yeah, I don't really. I've got a couple of notes this week, but both of them are things that have annoyed me really.
I've wrote stuff down and then come out of the house because we're recording this over at the workshop
At the yard.
and completely left my notebook at home. With all the well, that's good because we'll struggle for this one. Then
We've got loads.
Got loads of content coming. If I remember
the next
my notebook.
podcast, I would say next week. The next podcast. What else was I going to say? There was something else in there that I had. What have we been up to the last couple of weeks anyway?
Well,
Good, the bad, the ugly.
One of the things that's annoyed you is working for customers where we've got into a real bad habit.
Really bad habit.
Really bad. The last couple of jobs. I don't know. Well, I know why for the last job. I know why we did it for the last job.
Yeah, no, we always have a reason to do it, but then
We just
that reason always seems like a bigger deal when we do it. So it seems like it's, and then when we get halfway through the job, we realise why we don't do that. And
So,
then,
what we've been doing is working the way the customer wants to work.
letting customers
Tell us.
Can you
We'll go for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for that whine. That'd be the so-called laser printer. That's the laser. That's the lasers.
That's the lasers.
Lasers in there. Yeah, letting the customer dictate how we work, and that's something we got out of the habit of, and then got back into the habit of for some reason, and then jobs going sideways because we're doing what they tell us to do, not what we know we should do.
Yeah. The last job I know. Why? What was the one before that we did?
Oh, I mean all of them.
No, not all of them.
Yeah, like using Pulux weather shield on that outside.
Oh, yeah,
using the stuff that the carpenter gave us at this other job.
Yeah.
Doing it the way the customer wanted in that place they were just moving into.
What? No, the one we just done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, a good handful of the last couple. We've just been like, why are we not doing this the way we know works? Why are we're just being passive and not putting our foot down? And
well, one because the chippy.
God, we need to bury that one because I like the bloke. I don't want him listening to what I've got to say.
All I'm going to say is whitewash there.
Oh, not even just mate, all of it. I was saying to Bex why I was getting so wound up about that the other day.
So I think it's later
man.
on. This is going to be more therapy for Ryan, I think, than anything else. I might just get myself a coffee and let Ryan go. And the last one, the latest one we've done, is because it's for the son of a builder that it's been really good to us. And we sort of, so really, I didn't feel duty bound, but do you know when you try and work around and do them a favour? And the first or second day we were there, you knew what you're up against because they'd gone.
Can you just turn that off from behind or pull the cable out or something?
We'll tell a story about the woman thinking she's really good at decorating. And no prep when it's in those frames.
Yeah, so, we got there and they wanted railings on the... There, you're unmuted now, that's good.
Good, okay.
And they wanted railings and all the woodwork, and I think they thought that they'd do what they can and we'd pull up the rest of it and then it'd all look really good, but
so that was the idea.
It was polishing turds, really.
Yeah. That was the idea that we went there. They had a couple of weeks before they moved in, and because we done some spraying for the builder. Oh, can you come just spray the walls and
and we spent the better part of a week there, and then I was thinking about it, and if we'd done the thing top to bottom, wall, ceiling, woodwork, or we just done all of it, we would have been out of there in the same time that we'd done sort of just the walls and a couple of doors because they'd done all of the rest of the woodwork but hadn't caulked it, hadn't prepped it properly, hadn't filled it, hadn't primed it. And one of the most annoying bits was they'd done all of the door frames but they'd taped onto the wall, so there was no leeway when I came to tape up for the spraying. I had no leeway to create any lines. I had to make all of my lines on top of the woodwork because they hadn't gone over onto the wall enough. Or at all.
And then every day for 2 or 3 days, it was...
you're not getting much paint on.
You're not spraying today.
You're not getting much paint on. You're not getting much paint on. You're not getting much paint on. And then when I was up there spraying the second floor, I had the customer's wife, customer's daughter, customer's son, customer's daughter's friend, customer's wife's friend, and customer's wife's mum. All upstairs. While I'm trying to spray these rooms out. I'm like, could all of you please go away?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we did, like I say, did the builder a favour because
don't mind doing the builder a favour at all. Yeah, it was very. Could you just leave us alone? Please leave us alone.
A little bit of power is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, and just had this the thing that gets me. This is on my list as well. Something that really, really winds me up. Oh, so that's how you do it. Oh, is that? Oh, so you paint a bit of wall, or you spray a little. Like I sort of sprayed out a room or a ceiling. I can't remember exactly what. And she sort of poked her head through the door and goes, "Oh, so is that how you do it then?" Well, yeah, fucking yeah, it is. It is how you do it. You spend 2 days prepping it, and then you will learn how to use the machines, learn the right paint to use, learn the right pressures, learn the right tips, learn the right filters in the gun, learn the right all of that. So you get all of that assembled, and that's how you do it. It's as simple as that. That's the thing that fucking winds me up. I make it look simple because of the years of experience beforehand. It's not as simple as, oh, that's how you do it. Now you've watched me do it for fucking 30 seconds. You can do it. But go out and buy yourself a fucking T5. See how well you get on.
But it was also that they'd gone round and they sprayed all these, painted all these frames.
Oh, disgustingly.
And then the poor old Chippy had to go and put the doors on. And he was knocking the door frames, and it goes straight back to the white underneath.
And they'd finished door frames off, and I don't know why this has been a theme for the past couple of months. No door stops on the doors.
Yeah.
So why have you painted the door frames?
Yeah, it's because they don't know.
Why have you painted the linings? Like, what are you on about?
Yeah.
Please stop. Please, God, stop. It's only paint. Yeah. It's only paint.
It's very frustrating.
It's very
we
frustrating.
We seem to have got ourselves into this. this sort of rut. We need to get out of it. We need to stop being told what to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I think trying to be too accommodating.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be nipped in the bud. And
just stopped. Yeah. We've not been having a good time in that recently. It's just like, but the same with that chippy. Like, oh no, yeah, I've got something else first. So another thing that winds me up, and we used to
just talking about your pet.
We used to get this. Well, that's all I've got in my list, and you didn't have your book. So, this is a soapbox episode for me. Is you used to get a lot when you're rolling ceilings, and you're rolling the ceiling, and the customer pokes their head in through the door, and you're up there looking up at the ceiling, rolling it, getting on, and then they turn the lights on and then blind you. I don't understand that. And I had it a couple of times, like I was spraying ceilings or I was spraying the wall, and I tend to try and plan out where I'm spraying so I can always see what is wet as I'm working, so you can sort of see where you've been, because it can be a bit difficult when you're spraying to sort of keep track of where you're going and where you've been. As if I don't know how a fucking light switch works.
And if I wanted it on...
Yeah, if I wanted it on, I'm very capable of flicking the switch. If I wanted them on, I would have fucking put them on, maybe, do you think? Yeah, and just coming in and then setting up some temporary lights or something, you just fucked up. All of what I had planned that I could see is now just entirely washed out, and that's a pet peeve. Right, just stop. If I've not turned it on, I don't want them on. If I wanted them on, I'd have them on. You're not helping.
Talking of pet peeves, and one thing that annoys me is because we just call it the. Well, no, this is.
You dare say the R word?
What's that?
No, I don't like that word. That word annoys me.
What word?
Rant.
Rant. No, what I've been doing, because I'm useless.
Yep.
Full stop. Rubbish.
Right, catch you next week.
I'm rubbish at putting these descriptions up for the... Have we spoken about this before? About the AI? Well, you might have noticed if you read any sort of description for these YouTube, when it goes up on YouTube, I've been rubbish at putting up the descriptions of what the show's about. So what I've found now is, what you can do is once you've uploaded the show to YouTube, get it transcribed, because it transcribes it, take its transcription, put it into AI, and it will give you a summary of the show.
Right.
So that's what I've been using as the show description.
Yeah.
So this just works out really well. I don't know if that's going to help anybody or nobody, or here we go.
This is you can.
Yeah, I know.
It's not as funny if you stop talking about what you're doing and focus on me. Don't worry, you ruined the punchline, mate.
But yeah, so that's going to help. I was just going to help the listener find out more about what's going on in the show. So that's all I was going to say.
I want them to find out by fucking listening.
So the thing that annoys me is you go on Facebook and you get this. I can't charge these prices in my area. Oh, I can't charge this. Can't charge that. I went to look at a job the couple of 3 weeks ago. Only a small job. A little bedroom that she was having some wardrobes put in. And then she wanted it decorated before the wardrobes went in for some reason. But anyway, so I put in my price. And then I got an email saying you are a third more expensive than one of my quotes and twice as expensive as another quote I got.
Yeah, supposed to be.
Yeah. However, I from reading through your quote, I know exactly what you're going to do, what you're going to, how you're going to treat my house, what time you're going to arrive. So when can you if you can do these dates, because she had a couple of dates that she wanted to fit in with the way she was doing stuff and that. She said, if you can fit in these dates, she said, I'd like to give you the job. So I think it just shows it's not just about...
I tell you what, maybe they can't charge those prices with the setup that they've got in terms of the quoting, the invoicing, and sort of that.
But this is the thing. I've
material before you even get there.
But sat down and done like a company brochure.
Yeah, you butter them up long before you even send the quote.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the thing. Like,
but what I'm saying is,
you already help them decide that they want to use us before they've even seen the price. So the price is you've made the price lower down on their list.
Yeah.
By
hopefully
selling the benefits of the other things that we do.
Well, I mean, it's just the other one of the things we done that she liked was
maybe you can't charge that much because your marketing shit.
But one of the things I do that she did like was I spoke to her on the phone, arranged an appointment. I sent her like a appointment confirmation just saying we're going to do this and we're going to talk about this when we get there, go through this. But then also sent her like a 10-15 second video.
Jason Manford.
Just introducing myself, and just, if you haven't got the email, let us know. Because I think what it does is then when you knocking on her front door, you're not a stranger. She knows who you are. They recognise your face, and you're not. That first thing of not knowing who you are already or has been broken. They already know.
Yeah. You've already made an introduction.
Yeah. And she said, she said that really helped. She said, it was another, you were sort of like a step further down the road than everybody else.
Which is another £200 on the quote that you wouldn't be able to charge if you just sent a WhatsApp quote or you just sort of rocked up after a day at work and you've been miscoating and you're covered in paint and dust and smell a bit sweaty.
And we've put together like I said, a company brochure, and it was hard work and it does take a bit of effort, but
but you done that before AI.
Yeah, I did. Imagine what I could do now. But the thing is, once that's done. All you've got to do then is once a month, once every quarter or whatever, just titivate it and update it with stuff that is more, it will change your photos or whatever. And it's not hard. Once you've done the hard graft, it's there and it's really, really valuable. I think, I think you just have to make that extra bit of effort, and you can. So all this I can't charge those prices in my area is rubbish.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't know if you can, but it is possible to charge those prices. It's just that you need to point everything towards that.
Yeah.
You need to be aiming for customers that can afford those prices. You need to be showing the value of why you are these prices. You need to do all of that behind it to then be able to, and it is hard. So we can charge what we charge if you just rocked up 10 minutes late to the quote and sort of weren't that interested, stank a little bit of BO and then sent them a text on WhatsApp. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to charge what we charge.
Yeah.
But you can because you show up dressed nice, you try and make an effort. You give them the brochure, you give them a detailed quote, you do all of those extra steps to give that value.
And another little tip, I don't know whether I spoke about this before, but another thing that helps sell it is you always get asked what time you're going to turn up, and I always say, well, we're trying to be here about 8 o'clock, or we're trying to be here about 8:30. But what we can do is send you a WhatsApp link. Because what you can do is you can put your journey into
live location.
Thank you.
I was going to let you struggle for just a little bit longer. Where is it? It's in there somewhere. What's the word? Yeah, live location.
Go to Google Maps, put in where you're going, and then
you can even do it just through WhatsApp.
Can you?
Yeah.
And it will just then, and they
gives them a little pin, then they know you're coming, they know where you're at.
Yeah, not so much the lady I was working for because she was like retired, but mums with kids trying to get them to school, if they can see where you are, and what that is sort of invaluable, and that has got nothing to do with decorating or how well you can cut in. What paints you're doing, and I think this is a mistake a lot of people make. oh well, yeah, I've got to be the best painter. I don't know if you've got to be the best painter. You haven't got to be.
No, you don't have to be, because we're fucking not.
No, you don't have to be the best at this and the best at that. All that is your ego.
Yeah. And I care about money.
Yeah, you don't have to. You know, it's all very nice. Oh yeah, I'm the best, and I can cut in and look at my straight line.
You can't get any work if you can't market yourself.
And to be honest, I don't think.
Go on, John. I've been trying to find a little bit of my own work. I've been messing around with some Google ads and stuff. And yeah, John Jameers. It's I've got to dig out some old memories. Jameers.co.uk. I don't know if John's still doing his blogs, but the archive on there is invaluable. He's got hundreds of articles that are well worth a read, just to sort of even point you in the right direction,
or just refresh your memory.
Yeah, I tell you, like Google Ads has done quite well for me.
Has it?
Yeah.
So run us
as in,
stats.
I've got like I've managed to get quite broad with not a lot of money, and it's made me realise that the website, and I've paused them for now because I spent 40 quid and didn't get a call. But I think that's because there's no follow on. It means I've got them. If John was talking about his sales funnel, I've got them in the top of the funnel, but then there's nothing else. It's just at the moment it's not much of a funnel. It's more just like a ring. Bulb. Yeah, because they sort of come to the website, and then there's not much else really. There's my phone numbers on there, and a couple of pictures of my work, but there's nothing actually saying, you know, give me an actual call. Like actually, like
I'm glad you brought this up, because
do some sort of action.
We have been working for an absolute. No, I'm not going to say. I'm saying this in the nicest possible way. A bloke that is absolute. I mean, I don't even think world domination is enough.
Take over the world or don't bother. That's sort of his his attitude to pretty much anything.
It really is. But he's been. I started must about a year ago. He's got a business that that relies on Google to give him customers for fibre.
Yeah,
broadband fibre.
Yeah,
fibre optic fibre broadband. Yeah,
for internet.
So he is, you know what I mean? His whole business model relies on getting Google
to point people towards his website.
Yeah, he's started now playing with Facebook, but he's had a few other businesses, and he's sort of. Ryan and I did some work for him. He helped with a few Google ads. We were talking the other day, and then we were talking again, and the man, is
ambitious.
Yeah. We got on a Teams meeting the other day with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Basically, I think it's maybe watch his space and just see what happens.
The thing that annoyed me is that he said, you know, you're not ever going to make real money out of the podcast, and that actually made me want to try and make real money. It turns out, like I say, I think the way to motivate me is spite.
Just tell me I can't.
Yeah, just tell me I can't do something, or just tell me that, you know, I'm not allowed to do something, and that makes me want to do it. Because the moment he said that, you can't make real money out of the podcast, my first thought is, well, I've got a pair of fucking football boots up there that shows me that I can make real money at this fucking podcast.
That's what Ryan told me.
Yeah.
Does he want to see my football boots?
Does he want to go? Does he want me to go and get the TM pose? Because I will go and get the TM pose. Like,
the thing is, though, we can't live in your football boots.
Well, no, I mean, but there were some pricey boots, mate. That's what I'm saying. They weren't your £30 pair of fucking footy boots.
I think what you're saying is you've proved that
you can make actual money and get actual.
Not the scale of the money, but
you can get actual money, and we were just playing at it before.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel like this is. This is sort of. I don't know what you'd call it. Like, I feel like this is just like an intervening. We're warming up again. This is like the pre-game, the pre-match is what we're doing with these like last couple of episodes that come out. Just sort of getting the rhythm back for them.
Yeah,
getting a feel for it again.
But I mean, like I say, he has got a passion for it. And
yeah,
he like I say, he's quite a good person to know. But I completely don't know why I got onto this track of
because we were talking about Google Ads.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something to look into, because it's really easy to set up, and like I say, quickly before I paused it, and this is more, I think, because my website wasn't up to actually having them, and I don't have a Google My Business page yet, so people aren't getting particularly impressed with what they're not getting. sort of I don't know why I hate this phrase, but they're not having that like call to action to then actually give me a call when I'm, when they, for whatever reason. But all I done, because Google now all of my stuff is integrated into Google. So I've like got on Google Domains, I use Google Drive, it's a Google website that I've done. All of it's through Google. And so I used Google Gemini mostly to write the, what do they call it?
Ads.
Yeah, no, there's a word for it. Not the read, because I'm not reading it, but yeah, like the copy. So I used Google's Gemini to write the copy mostly, because you want the first thing you notice after you've set up Google Ads and like actually had got a couple going, you notice that the people that just sort of plug in their company name and then let Google write the rest of them, because it's the exact same phrases that come up. But I had my ad shown 30,000 times and I had 202 clicks onto my website.
So probably that's where it's going.
Yeah, because it's come. Yeah, then it's coming. It's the bit after the website, and that cost me all of 40 quid.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just need then something after the click onto my website to then get them to, because I don't even have like a landing page sort of thing. It just goes to my front page.
Yeah.
But if you pointed that towards, if you had like the Google My Business page, or you can point those ads towards like your Checker Trade profile if you have Checker Trade.
Should have put it towards TJ.
So I think it's worth doing and looking at, and that was the thing that like a good little segue onto the Chippy that we've been working for, and I call him Chippy, not Builder, because
is that how long you've lasted? 25 minutes.
I think the problem is that we missed the start of the race by a margin. The problem is that he's a good Chippy,
nice bloke,
really nice bloke, but he's just not. I don't think he's got the sort of.
He couldn't organise a.
No, not at all. Honestly, I love the bloke. I worked with him back when I was a labourer. Well, Piastri's done Norris. Norris never gets off good at the start.
You've never ever watched one Formula One race this season. And
I have. I watched was it last weekend there in Spain? In España?
No.
Where were they last week?
Didn't they do that? I went in the Dutch one last week.
Oh yeah, they were in Van der Voort.
Yeah. Anyway.
God, Verstappen's his sixth, man.
Good, right.
And like, because we were sat there having lunch, and I thought he was going on about how much work he's got to price up and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, how much work do you plan to, like, if you quote it, do you plan to get that job? And he goes, yeah, every job I quote, I want to get. And I'm like, oh. He's like, well, what about you? I was like, we're looking at about 30% strike rate on the jobs that we quote. What? Huh? And I was like, well, we get enough to fill up the diary, but you want the ones that do fill up your diary to be the most money you can get out of them. So, for you, that might be 50% because, you've got more blokes and you get through the work quicker. So you need a bigger buffer.
Yeah.
But you still want to lose a few jobs because then you're pricing enough.
Plus in that, there's people that you don't want to work for.
Yeah.
You don't want to get every job.
No.
And where we're at the moment, the bloke's really nice.
Yeah.
The woman is very passive aggressive, very sort of nice to your face.
It's one of these annoying things that, like, again, because we're not there from the start and we couldn't really introduce ourselves to them, is that the Chippies run on, the jobs run on way longer than it needed to, and now, as always with decorating, we're stuck at the end when they're fed up of fucking tradesmen being in their house.
Yeah, and they just want their house back.
And they just want it done. And you're like, well, no. And that then gets to the, you've not got much paint on yet. Well, no, because we need to prep the fucking job. Or the Chippy needs to put doorstops on the fucking door.
And another thing is, you're also then stuck working for or with the builder's customer. And sometimes the builder's customer is not the customer you would choose. You would choose if you were working. So that again is another area of
I don't like the little envelopes of cash to his lads on a Friday. Like, obviously do it how you do it, but that just it's one of them things that it's just another sign of things just not being as tight ship as they could be.
Well, we had a...
You know, like we worked, the builder that we worked for his son, you know, didn't you say, oh yeah, I'll get you sent it on a Friday, the invoice on a Friday. He said, oh yeah, I'll get that sorted for you Monday, but then it was paid Saturday morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only did he tell you that normally 2 days is pretty good from a builder, but he told you 2 days and gave it to you in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what we want. We don't want this sort of like.
For him. That's why we'll drop pretty much anything and go and work for him, because he looks after us. And that's
and this other matey that sort of longs it out a bit, and it wasn't until we didn't show up on the day because he said he was going to pay us the night before and then didn't pay us. Well, where are you in the morning? Well, where's our fucking money, mate? You know.
And again, we're then. This is going back to we're working with materials,
and then we get pissed. We get annoyed. We get a customer annoyed at us because we're not there, and it's like, well, it's nothing to do with us. It's your fucking builder.
If you'd have paid your builder could have then paid us. Yeah. But again, we were there with materials that weren't the blue.
It was oval room blue, the Farron ball colour, and Jono's Cover Plus normally 9 out of 10 hits bang on. It's a good drop of gear. But just this time, it just didn't like that oval room blue, did it?
No, and it was going over a wall that had been half plastered.
Well, it's even worse than that. About 80-90% of the wall had been plastered. And the fucking mud monkey didn't bother bringing it to the corner. So I painted it. Why'd there bulge in the wall? Well, that half, that like fucking idiot spread had thought about it and taken it into the corner is the old wall.
So then me and Ryan...
Can you get some easy pin on it? Can you put some easy pin on it? Can you easy film that?
Why haven't you done that properly? And then,
can you easy film that?
So then I had to go in on a Saturday morning. Didn't take it, so...
And you got a tub of isomat, didn't you? Yeah. What's isomat?
When it got isomat, which is probably what we would have used in the first place, to be honest. Went in there, put a couple of coats of that round, and it solved the problem.
Bang on, yeah. Perfect.
And again, because it's products we know you at work, especially on a Saturday morning when you want to get shit done.
And he goes, oh, can you do, I don't want a price. And I don't understand why he doesn't want a price off of us, because surely then that can work out into his quotes. Yeah. You just put in our price plus the 10%, and then...
Well, again, like we were there Wednesday.
Oh, going back there and doing snagging on work that isn't finished.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. He said, he phoned me up. Can you come back and do a day snagging? I said, snagging
Yeah, we can when we're fucking done.
I said, snagging what? I said, we haven't finished any rooms because your fucking other matey, as soon as we're halfway through doing a room, we'd start piling a load of shit in the room, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So in the meantime,
mate, I've not even got onto the doorstop. I've not even got onto the paint on the doors. I've not got onto the fucking whitewash. I've not got onto him grassing me up to you. There's plenty.
Yeah, have you got
plenty to go.
Got onto the hairdryer.
Oh God, how embarrassing!
But anyway,
we've all been there. We've all been there.
No, we fucking haven't.
We all had to start somewhere.
So that's what I said. I said we haven't got any snagging to do. I said because we've not finished any rooms. So that was that. That was just one of those little things that there's no snagging. We've not done. Let's finish a room and then maybe snag it. So we were there Wednesday. And then the customer comes along. Oh, have you painted in the cloakroom? What was that cloakroom? Dark wine.
Stiff key.
No.
Oh no, yeah, dark wine. Yeah.
Have you painted in here? We said yeah.
Well, the walls are fucking blue, love. What do you think?
They're awfully marked.
It is a tiny little downstairs WC as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's sort of shoulder width, and they've got a husband and two sort of soon to be teenage boys.
Yeah.
That room's going to be soaked in piss.
Yeah, it's awfully marked. It's going to be because you're using the wrong.
You're using Cover Plus. Yeah. You're using Cover Plus in there. Yeah. We wouldn't have used Cover Plus in there. It's your fucking thick idiot chippy builder. You wouldn't know a fucking can of paint from a can of fucking yogurt.
Oh, well, I think it needs another coat. I said, well, I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't need another coat. It needs people to stop fucking going in there.
Yes, and all it needs is that door shut and no one go in there. And then it'll stay fucking immaculate.
Yeah.
Or use the right fucking product in the first place. That's all.
Oh, what was it? I can't remember.
But again, it's paint, isn't it?
Paint.
You think, for fuck's sake. So yeah, so we get there Wednesday morning, and because they want to get stuff pushed on, the chippy builder as.
That's the thing that he was saying to me. We're there on day work, and then he said to me, he's like, "Oh, you know, you're gonna have to pull off for a couple of days. Like, are you alright with me getting someone else in?" And I looked at him, I was like, "Mate, I can give a fuck." So we're on day work. I said, "It's not our price. It's nothing to do with us. You get in whoever you want to get in."
Yeah.
I said, "I don't care." I said, "I'm here from 8 till 4. Other than that, I don't care about this job.
Yeah.
You know, that's up to you. You're getting materials in. We're just here to put it where it ain't."
So we weren't that enthusiastic about getting there.
No.
So we said we got there about 8:45. Walk in there, and from a cupboard under the stairs, you hear, what the fuck's that? It sounds like a hairdryer. And then it went off, and that was it for the rest of the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, all morning.
The fucking hairdryer. I don't know.
was using his hairdryer.
I don't know what he was using or what he was doing with it. But
He
anyway,
was drying out filler.
oh, was he?
Yeah.
But the fucking cherry on the top of the fucking bun of the cake wasn't him, even his hairdryer. It was the customers.
Did you see it covered in paint?
Yeah.
Covered in paint, covered in dust. Yeah. How embarrassing to ask the customer to use their hairdryer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
That's all it was all morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. All morning.
Fucking hell, mate. Either go and get your own hairdryer, or buy
Yeah,
yourself a heat
no
gun,
whites, nothing. And then, so there are a few bits on that snagging. Like, I realised that matey's a fucking idiot.
Which one's that?
The one that was treating the kitchen like it was his own kitchen. Well, yeah, because so like I say, we got there. I'm trying not to name names, but yeah, go on.
Jim. That's because that's what his name was.
So we get there at like sort of like Dad said about 9:15, so a little bit late in the day. And this mate, he's sat in their brand new kitchen
Oh, their kitchen island.
on the
island.
island on their seats having his breakfast. The only time he got up and actually started any work is when she came down from upstairs.
Coming off a Zoom meeting.
Yeah,
You think, hang on a minute.
Cheeky
I said,
fucker.
you moved in then, Jim?
yeah.
It was like we were walking into his house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And so and on that snag list that we got, he was going, "What's arch mean? What was he on about arch?" It was architrave. ARCH. He meant architrave.
Oh, that's
Fucking
it, yeah.
idiot of a
we
bloke.
got snagged on a bit of architrave that
hadn't been painted.
Yeah.
So yeah, on that. So basically, one of the problems we were having is that we were getting told it's ready, and it ain't fucking ready. So like I'd finished one room and I painted the architrave, but not the lining because the chippy hadn't even put doorstop on yet, or cut out the hinges. And I've been shouted at on a site before by chippies for painting frames that they've not cut out yet because it chops up their chisels and stuff.
Yeah.
So I left it. I think I flicked a bit of bin over it maybe. And then they'd obviously had whatever other paint that they got in there to do it. And he'd done up to and including the doorstop, but not round onto the bit of architrave. And again, we're there on day work.
Yeah.
So it's not like, Danny's not paid for that or he's paid for this and blah, blah, blah. No, just do it. So because then I had to paint that little bit of the hinge side between the doorstop on the architrave. On that snag list, one of them was there was some paint splatter on a couple of the doors, the oak doors. So I just cleaned off the side that of the room that we were in, the hall side where the other painter had done it, that was also covered in paint. I didn't bother. But that's the thing. Like if it had been a team, I wouldn't have minded cleaning the other side off because we're a team all pitching in together. But if we're doing it as a split up, well, you've done this, I've not touched that, so it's not my responsibility sort of bullshit, then fucking fine, we can play that game.
And the state the sink was in.
Oh God, the sink was bad. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Admitting it was in a utility room.
But it doesn't matter because it's not yours.
No, but sometimes you go into a customer's home and they've used the utility room.
But I was still clean. I will clean that utility sink and make it sparkle more than when we got there.
Yeah, but when we were using it,
it would wipe down every time. Never leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's just the sort. If that's the sort of standard that bloke's in, and then we thought because the firm that I worked with him on before, I thought he was a little bit of a better standard than that. But
no, I think he was. His work was cracking.
Yeah, but again, it's labour, isn't it? It's finding labour that you can trust.
Yeah, and not only that, I don't think like you say. I think what you're saying is You may be good at your job, but you may not.
That's what one of the labourers was like all day. You could hear him across the fucking house.
You may be good at your trade.
Can you breathe through your fucking nose, mate?
You may be good at your trade.
Mouth's for eating, not for breathing.
You may be good at your trade, but it's another step to make it a successful business.
Yeah, I think that's
and the state of that sink. Maybe that's why
that for me. That was sort of the thing that killed it. Like, if he's happy with that being left like that,
yeah. But the state of that sink is maybe then connected to why you can't charge them sort of prices around here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, all links in together. Yeah. You can charge the price that you give the value of. If if you're taking rubbish with you, if you're cleaning their sink up, if you're hoovering, I like to hoover the way out of the job that we've been. If we're working up in a bedroom, I will hoover my way out of the job every day. Whether we've made a lot of mess or not, whether we've been in and out of the van, in and out to the van all day, or whether we went up at 8 o'clock and we didn't leave that room until 4.
Yeah, but you guys know.
I will hoover my way out every day. Henry goes in the van with me.
You've been doing it long enough that a lot of what we do is a lot of performance. It's the customer, making sure the customer hears a hoover going.
Yeah.
We clean the glass when we leave. Only takes 2 minutes, but when if the customer comes in and sees you clean the glass, what impression? Oh wow, it's just all those little things that taking your shoes off, wiping your feet. It's all those that, even if it don't need doing, just do it. It gets noticed.
That's not. It wasn't. I thought it was. That's where that's how you do it come from. Because what I noticed, we got this chippy basically. I worked with him before, and I think this falls down to the thing of don't work with people that you worked with when you were an apprentice. Because I worked with him when I was 18, 19, really, really green. So I think that's now what he expects of me.
Yeah.
So I went into one room and I thinned the paint out with a bit of water. Painted the bare plaster, and then I thinned it out a little bit because it was dragging. It was a hot day, and the chippy sort of come in. He goes, "Oh, you're not done a whitewash." Oh, what do you mean a white? We'll call a mist coat, a mist coat. And I'm like, no. So you don't do that with this paint. You thin out the top coat a little bit. You put that on, and that's enough. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that before. Well, you never heard of putting water in fucking paint. Well, there's a reason you're a fucking chippy then, ain't there?
Well, no, even I got that. Ron hasn't put any white and gone around it with white. I said, white what? He said, white paint. I said, we don't need to, do you? I said, we've done the ceiling white. Yeah. I said, but that's already, that's plaster. We got sprayed. Yeah, but I thought when he was doing that, he'd do the walls white. I said, well, why? Yeah. Why do you need to do the walls white?
What fucking reason? Yeah. I'll tell you what, a perfect example of why I don't put contract underneath vinyls is exactly what I've come across, and I fucked up my own flat because I didn't bother dusting off the walls because I was too fucking stoned. I done it on fucking. And
it was Benjamin Moore.
I done it on what do you call it, bank holiday, and I think I was about fucking 6 joints deep by the time I started getting the emulsion on, and I just didn't dust the wall off. I rubbed it all down to get rid of all of the contract, make it nice and smooth again, and then just rolled on this Benjamin Moore Ben. And then taped it, and then pulled the tape off, and it all came off in sheets. And that's the exact reason why you fucking don't. Perfect example. Come round the flat, mate. I'll show you why you fucking don't do that. I'll show you why I don't paint stoned either.
But it's just like I say.
I said this to my missus the other day. The thing that gets me is the lack of respect of our trade. The lack of respect of my knowledge and experience. Yeah. The fact that...
It's only paint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only paint. And I was telling him for the sort of various... Oh, yeah, no, I'll just get vinyl mat. I'll just get Johnson's. I'll just get a tin of Johnson's. So, yeah, and if you don't think that we're a trade, get your fucking labourer to do the painting then.
Yeah.
But if you want us there, then you're obviously getting us here for a reason, which is for our knowledge and experience. So let me do it how I want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Give it to us on a price, and it will be 10 times better than what you'd get on day work.
Yeah.
And you providing materials. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't to me.
Yeah, the thing that made me laugh is So like I taped up the floor in with some with a hand masker, and I've done like a few other bits, and I've now noticed that their stupid fucking mouth breathy labourer
I thought he was
he's doing well, I didn't see him pick up a fucking saw, mate, so
I saw him pick up a spoon.
yeah, I saw him do about as much work as a fucking labourer. So
Anyway, back to your hand mask.
and like yeah, and then I noticed that, you know, like, so the scuttle liners they've now got.
Have
And,
they?
yeah, and taping up the floor is now a thing that they do. But then the silly cunts fucking corked the tape onto the floor. They corked between the hand masker, tape and paper, and the skirting. They corked that, and then now all of the tape and paper stuck to the floor. You silly cunts. Yeah, it just there was a lot of that I just, like I said, I didn't like the disrespect to the trade, and I didn't like the disrespect of our experience and knowledge, really.
Yeah.
If you want some fucking monghead to go and use a hairdryer, and if that's the sort of image you want to give off to your customers, then we're not the fucking people to be working with you.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's
you know.
Yeah, because it does. Luckily, at the moment, none of our vans are sign written, but
Yeah.
it does have that sort of knock-on effect that we're with that sort of. It's a shame, really, but
Yeah, because it was a nice job, but it's just
a lovely job.
Like, just why?
It'd have been a lovely job without the builder, and without the customer. Perfect job.
Yeah, it would have been beautiful.
We had a boot room, we had a utility room, we had a little. They'd actually gone.
And then they're telling us, like, oh, these marks have come through on the wall in the kitchen. And I was like, they're not marks that have come through. This is where the kitchen fitters have bashed the fuck out of the walls.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. It must be where you masked it up. No, because we sprayed this. No, we painted it, rolled it before the kitchen was fitted. There are no marks. Nothing was masked because the walls are painted.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, trying to tell us that, trying to act like they know. It's just, it's just fucking.
It's frustrating.
It's like me going up to a fucking footballer and just being like, oh, like me going up to fucking, I don't know,
Ronaldo,
Jordan Pickford, and being like, oh yeah, mate, I've saved a couple of penalties in my time as well. I'm like, well, yeah, playing on a Saturday in the park with your mates isn't exactly the same as saving and playing for fucking England, is it?
Well, you're a goalie, ain't you?
You know, there's a bit of a difference between the two.
Have you got gloves on?
Yeah, I've got gloves on, and I'm in a different top to everyone else.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. 50 minutes is good there for me.
Okay then. Well, if
this is what I'm off to go and do.
Don't, because I'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, fucking the what do they call themselves?
What's
Is
that?
it FOM?
What's that?
They're on it. They're on that as well.
What?
The
What's FOM?
I think it's like the media side of the F1, because the FIA is like the actual competition, but I think FOM is.
Oh yeah, can we have an OnlyFans update?
Well, you think you're getting blocked off of YouTube for the You think you're getting blocked off of YouTube for playing a bit of F1?
So yeah, I don't think that's any time soon.
Officially Violets, I think she's called. If you want an update.
No, I don't want that. I want an update of how we're getting on, how our application to join them is getting on.
Where is she?
God dear, why did I even mention this?
Yeah, Officially Violets. There's your update.
There's Ryan's recommendation for the week.
You can't do weekly subs. You got to do monthly. Which is
I wouldn't know.
Unfortunate thing.
Also, if
nice get out there. I like that one.
Also, if you want anything, if you want us to talk about anything, leave it in the comments below, and we can.
Do you reckon you could get away with like a really, really obscure one?
What are you on about?
Like song?
No, don't, because I have to then go through everything. They tell me I'll get a choice of bloody take it out completely or just don't do anything. So anyway, back to the comments. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about, please leave it in the comments below. Give us a like. If you've got anybody else...
Nah, get fucked with your likes. Get fucked with your subscriptions.
We need to subscribe.
Nah, get fucked, a lot of you. I hate doing all of that.
Well, you're not doing it. What have you got to do? You do
I just don't. I don't like.
Oh, you're
want.
anti
Yeah,
it,
I'm anti it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, put a dislike. Thumbs up your ass. Ring your own fucking bell.
Yeah.
And fucking, I don't know, subscribe to a fucking parish magazine. Fuck off. But they're not noticing this, surely. Although I did actually, I saw someone
Why are you
had
trying to make my life
a
hard work?
YouTube video copyright claimed because the way they clicked through a menu on a game, and every time they like selected a different option on the menu, it went like beep 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 beep, and then that was enough to relate it to another song.
But what I don't get is, why are the people that do DJ mixes, why are they not copyright claimed?
I don't know. Maybe they have they put a permissions or something in.
Yeah, but
Or maybe they are. Maybe they just don't make money off of the YouTube things.
I don't know. Anyway, until next time, stay safe and give some ideas for content.
I've unsubscribed from people because they ask me to subscribe to their YouTube channel too much.
Well, that's you in it because exactly.
Yeah,
you've been told that.
But that's my target audience is the same type of people like me that will now subscribe because I've told them to fuck off.
So podcasts don't make money. So you're trying to prove that they do make money.
But at the same, I'm trying to prove that they make money by telling everyone to get fucked. So that's my strategy.
You're trying to prove
that's how I'm hitting this market different. Don't fucking subscribe.
Yeah,
I tell you what, probably around about next Monday. Maybe look on the fucking channel again. It's not hard.
So
there probably might be a video up there. There might not be.
Yeah, we're gonna.
YouTube subscriptions are fucking shit anyway. I subscribe to thousands of fucking channels. I don't get recommended their fucking videos. So what does it matter?
Yeah. So we're gonna try and make money.
Yeah, thumbs up your own fucking arse. How about that?
We're trying to make money from the podcast by not getting any subscribers.
not making money off of YouTube because we're playing songs.
Yeah, nothing can go.
We will get
this
there.
time next year, fucking Del, Rodney, we'll be fucking millionaires. Right. Yeah, on that cheerful note, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Who does? 51 minutes.
Thanks.
In a bit. Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye. Go fuck yourself.